Y'all, welcome back to another episode of Whip It Like Butter. It's your girl Ashley, per usual, and today we're going to make y'all an Italian cream pound cake. Ooh, baby, plenty of pecans in this cake. Topped it with some cream cheese, icing. Put some more pecans and coconut on this cake. Yeah, it's definitely a winner. Oh, also coconut inside the cake as well. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So I'll show you how it's done so y'all can get into enjoying this fabulous cake just like me. Alright, let's go. Alright, let's come to whip it like butter. We're gonna whip that butter up first and then we're gonna slowly add in our sugars. We're gonna start with our granulated sugar. And also make sure that your butter is at room temperature. We're using unsalted, 2 sticks. Adding our brown sugar in here. You can use light or dark, it doesn't matter. This was light used for this recipe. Dark has a little bit more of a deeper flavor, but again, it really doesn't matter that much. Okay, and so once those mixed for about 2 minutes, we added our vanilla extract. We want our butter, sugar, all that mixture to be all nice and light and fluffy like you saw on the mixer. And then scrape down the sides of the bowl before adding in our 5 room temperature eggs. So as always, we add those eggs in there one at a time, mixing well after each addition. You don't want any yellow, mostly not any yellow before adding your next egg. All right, and so we're going to alternate with our flour, all purpose flour, and our buttermilk, which is also at room temperature. We want to start with the flour and we want to end with our flour, y'all. Okay, so just keep alternating back and forth. You can do that in threes, or you can do it in fours, fives. It doesn't matter as long as you start and end with your flour. Y'all, lately I've been using this all-purpose flour that's pre-sifted and haven't been sifting. And yeah, I haven't had any problem with my cakes. So definitely saves a little bit of time and it's easier. So I think I'm gonna keep doing that. You might want to fluff it up a little bit, but it's been fine. And also salt and baking powder was already added to our flour. Okay, so we're here and we're going to go ahead and add in a good majority of our sweetened shredded coconut and our chopped pecan mixture. I'm going to leave a little bit to top the cake with, and we're going to fold that into the batter, just like so. And you only want to mix until it's combined because we want to be careful not to overmix our batter, right? And we're going to put that in the oven, 325 degrees, and we're going to bake that for about an hour and 15 minutes. So here we are spraying the hell out of our blunt pan. Yep, so we don't have no sticking issues over here. And then we're going to lay that batter right into that pan. And y'all make sure, a lot of recipes call for you to spray your pan when you preheat your oven. Don't spray your pan until you're getting ready to lay that batter if you want to make sure that cake comes right out of that pan and don't have any sticking issues. Okay, and so we're smoothing the top of our cake right here. I don't really tap or anything. Some people tap. Usually my cakes are pretty good. I don't have to do all of that. Okay, and so it's been out of the oven for 20 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and flip that thing over. And yeah, voila. All right, so let's go ahead and make our icing. So we're going to add cream cheese and then we're going to add unsalted butter. Both are at room temperature, okay? And so I'll mix and then go ahead and add in our vanilla. And then we're going to put our powdered sugar in there before adding our heavy cream a little bit at a time. I like to start, a little bit of a mixing before I start adding in my heavy cream. Turn that thing up to just kind of get some of the batter off of the mixer. If you need to, I'm sorry, some of the icing mix off of the mixer before adding your heavy cream. And then you just add your heavy cream until it's to your desired consistency. Mine was still a little bit thick, but yeah, that's fine because we don't want a thin icing. That's why I didn't use milk, but I could have added a touch more heavy cream, but that's fine because it didn't just like really fall and drizzle down the side of the cake. So I had more control with the icing as I was adding it to the cake. All right, so I'm just spreading that around. You can also use an offset spatula. I just used my rubber spatula because that was what was right next to me. And then we're going to add the remainder of that topping. And then I had to be extra. I had to really make this look like an Italian cream cake because that's usually a layered cake. But we're doing that in bundt cake form. And added some additional pecans around the edge of that cake to really make it pop and really make it pretty. Oh, look at that. Just plain old pecans, didn't toast them or anything like that. Didn't want to do that for this cake. All right. And then, of course, I'm going to let y'all see a slice of the cake before we get into the taste test. Now, after you add your toppings and everything, you want to give your icing some time to set before you cut it, and also make sure that cake is cooled completely. You can add the icing before it's completely cooled. Don't add it while it's hot, but you can add it before it's completely cooled on that cake. That can also help your icing drip too. And then here we go with our slice, y'all. Mm, 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 mm. Yes, perfect, y'all. This cake was like so good, especially like the second or third day later. So let's go ahead and get into the taste test. Okay, so we have our slice. Yes, the extraness with all the pecans or pecans or pecans. How y'all say it? It's pecans. Let's go ahead and get in this taste test. Mm, I like. Let's taste with some more icing. Because you know the icing is really what sets that cake off. And there's plenty of icing left over, so you can add a little bit on your plate while you're eating your cake. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Y'all, that's perfect. It doesn't taste exactly like the layer cake. Y'all know I'm gonna keep it all the way 100 with y'all. It doesn't taste exactly like the layer cake because it's a pound cake. It's more dense. A regular layered Italian cream cheese pound cake is lighter. Okay, so it's gonna be a little bit different, but delicious nevertheless. So go ahead and get in the description box below so you can grab the recipe. As always, thank you for joining us over here on my channel. I always appreciate the love and the support. Don't be stingy. Make sure you share and come back for more over here at Whip Life Butter. Bye.